This is an awesome trumpet. Just came into the shop on consignment. I'll tell you a little bit more about this beautiful Martin Handcraft Committee. Very rare. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. I hope you're having a fantastic day out there today. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, stay up to date with us. We have so many awesome trumpets in the shop right now, and they're looking for homes, so hopefully you can help. This is like one of the holy grail trumpets. When we talk about these really rare trumpets that you don't see much of, they included in this horn, you could add like an old super recording. You can add like really early Bach trumpets. This is a Martin Handcraft Committee model. Now, what's the difference between the Handcraft Committee and the Committee? A couple things that you'll see right off the bat. One, the receiver is different, so you can see how this shape of the receiver is different from the Committee. The valve block is different. It has nickel upper trim. This is reminiscent of the Martin Handcraft Imperial trumpet. As you know, that's arguably one of my favorite vintage trumpets. So this was the transition between that and the actual Committee. And there's more nickel trim here throughout the horn. And check out the tuning slide. It has a nice garland brace. That's very reminiscent of the Handcraft Imperial. And it doesn't have the trombone style water keys. So that's a little bit different on there. You can see that this is now fully Committee bell. And also you'll see, hold on, let me bring that up. You'll see there's an engraving here. The story on the engraving is in the listing itself, so be sure to click the link which is in the description for the listing. The horn itself plays, well, you just heard, plays great. It's very rich and full without being too bright, and it also isn't too dark either. So some sorry, sometimes you'll hear the Committees being really woofy. This is not. This is that two bore. The two bore is a medium step bore, which is 453 at the valve port. Really fun horn to play. Also, I wanted to show the bracing on the horn. The bracing is this stress-free point-to-point bracing. See, it's a floating brace right here in the middle, and that is also quite different than the later Committee bracing, which was the longer style bracing. The wrap is pretty narrow, but on this horn you can feel it. Feels amazing in the hand. And like I said, if this was a large bore Handcraft Committee, we would probably be asking around 10,000 or so for it because they are extremely rare. But the number two bore is a little bit more common, although not much because you don't see many of these come up for sale because they are such great players. And just in terms of wear, there's a bunch of lacquer wear. I'm going to take out the tuning slide and just look at the possibility of any red rot. This is all original, this horn, with the exception of one top key. There is a little bit of debris in the lead pipe, and also there's a little bit of a loss of the upper ferrule there. So I would think the lead pipe, it's still good. It still measures tight on our Magni Helic, but be aware that it's probably, you probably need a replacement eventually in the course of the time. Compression, it's leaks because it's an older horn, but with burp 3 oil, it plays actually really fine. And one thing I've noticed throughout the years is that horns that tend to have like looser valves, if it's a smaller bore, it almost compensates for that. So it's really not as much of a huge issue. But those factors are all in, we've taken into consideration for the pricing. So let's play a little bit on this horn. Raw microphone, no overdubs or reverb or EQ or anything, just me playing right into it. While most people think of this as being a horn that you would use as an improvising musician, the Handcraft Committee has a little bit more versatility than the later on committees. I think that's also what gives them the allure. The intonation's a little bit more consistent. The sound is not as spread and thick. The gap settings are a little improved. So there's a lot of really good things about this horn. Let me play some bebop on it. It is a little looser than the horns that I play. I mean, I play tight modern horns, but still very, very, very fun. You heard the ballad at the beginning, and if you missed that, if you're say you're tuning in for the premiere after this video ends, check it out again. Really great and very versatile. It's a very versatile horn. So that's a quick tour of the Martin Handcraft Committee we have for sale. Feel free to email us anytime if you have additional questions. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button, stay up to date with us. Thanks so much for all you do for ACB, and keep on keeping on. Cheers.